Good morning, everybody. Today I am back with another nails for newbies. I am super excited about this one. I don't know why this hand is always naked. I'm sorry. It always gets beat up doing this hand. But anyway, today we are doing vinyls. This little super cute little pack right here. Let me zoom you out. You might see my lap. I'm so super sorry. This little container right here is my personalized vinyl bag that Kathy from Vinylicious was so super kind to send to me. I have been such a slacker on this stuff. Just in general, I wanted to do this video for her months ago, but as you can see, it's a big bag and it holds a crap ton of vinyls. I put all of my vinyls in this bag, so let's go ahead and just jump straight into all things vinyls. Okay, so what is a vinyl? A vinyl is basically a sticker for your nail in a wide variety of images. You have images such as this to leave roped hearts on your nail. You have images such as this to leave behind a figure of some sort, I guess. You have vinyl such as this for geometric chevron-y designs. You have other design, the designs on these are endless. They are really, really, really endless. And that's why vinyls for me are so much fun and they're so easy, because I'm not the best at freehand and these make it so easy to use. However, not every vinyl is made equally. I have 5 different brands here, I believe, to talk with you about today, the pros and the cons of each and why certain things are so important when it comes to vinyls. So we're going to go ahead and just dive headfirst into that. So let's talk about pros and cons of the vinyls that I have to share with you today, because just like with everything else, not every company makes vinyls the same exact way. They don't all use the same vinyl or sticker, if you will, as their vinyl. And they vary greatly, actually. The biggest 2 points that I can point out to you is that you're going to have to play around with it to see what your preference is, but you have some vinyls like these that are basically not sticky at all. They are not tacky, they're not sticky, and to get these to adhere to your nail is like asking for a miracle. I really, really, really dislike Bundle Monster vinyls for that specific reason. Though their images and their selection varies greatly, they are just not tacky. The problem with not having a tacky vinyl is that when you apply it to your nail and then apply polish over top of it, it bleeds. And so you put it down, you apply your polish, and if it is not sticking to your nail on every corner of the vinyl, you will have polish going underneath that vinyl on your nail and it creates a mess. I hope that was easy to follow. I don't know any other way to put it aside from that, but when a polish bleeds underneath a vinyl, it creates a massive cleanup mess that nobody wants to do. So be leery of that. Make sure that the vinyls that you are buying are sticky. On the flip side of that, you are going to have vinyls that are too sticky. And the problem with vinyls that are too sticky is that no matter what you do, they're going to pull off your base coat. We're going to talk about application and how to apply these on your nails here in a second. But when a vinyl is too tacky, even if you do everything right, they're still going to pull your base polish off no matter what you do. There are tips and tricks to help out with that, but it is incredibly frustrating to be almost done with your design and then you go to pull off your vinyl and your entire nail comes with it and you're just like, oh my God, I have to start over. It is very frustrating. So you also have to be leery about vinyls being too sticky. My personal favorite vinyls are from Vinyllicious and What's Up Nails. These are, for me, the perfect amount of tackiness with the largest image selection that I have found legitimately anywhere. They are so good and so cute, and they are sticky enough to stick to the nail, but they're not too sticky so that it rips off your nails, and they are tacky enough to stick to your nail. Wow, this video is going to be quite confusing. The images also peel off very, very clean. As you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot of work to get that perfectly clean image onto your nail. And I love them. These are my favorites. I will have a link to Kathy's shop as well as What's Up Nails down below. Okay, before we get into how to take off the vinyl, we are going to get into what you need to do to your nail in order to be able to use a vinyl. Obviously, you need a base polish. This one is Love You Always. That is, I'm pretty sure, available right now in the monthly awareness box. So after you have your base polish on, you are going to grab your favorite quick dry top coat. Mine is Sauce Gloss from Sweet and Sour Lacquer. I'll have it listed down below, but you want to make sure, and when I say make sure, this is an essential part of using a vinyl, that you apply a top coat on top of your base polish, and that you let it completely dry. Gloss sauce dries in about 5 minutes to be able to use vinyls. Some take longer to completely dry, but if you do not apply your quick dry top coat on top of your base polish, the vinyl, no matter which vinyl you use, will take off your base polish. If you do not allow your top coat to dry, your vinyl will take off your polish. Period. End of story, no matter what you do. So let's let this dry, and while we're letting it dry, we are going to talk about taking the vinyl off the paper backing. Okay, let's talk application. We are going to go from taking these off of the backing to how you get those little pieces that didn't come out off, and then we're going to talk actual application onto the nail. Alright, let's get into taking these off. The easiest way that I have found to do it is by taking a good pair of tweezers. These specific ones here are from Hollow Glam Decals, and they're metal, so if you get polish on them, they are super easy to clean up. They're sharp, so they get where they need to go, and they're pretty easy to pinch together, but there is some stiffness there, so you have to kind of work at it. I love these. These are my favorite pair, and they're really cute. Most vinyls are cut from the right, meaning, although what you're seeing is me going from left to right, but this is my right. When a vinyl is cut, that image is cut in the little cutter from right to left, meaning that when you take off your vinyl, if you pull it from right to left, you will get the cleanest image. If you go from left to right, it is going to leave behind more of the cutouts stuck into your vinyl, leaving you with more work to do to actually apply it to your nail. So lift the very corner on the right side of the vinyl, get a hold of it with your tweezers, and then pull it off very, very, very quickly. As you can see, that was almost perfect. There is literally just one little teardrop over here that was left, and the reason you pull it quickly is because the faster you pull, the more it will leave behind here. If you pull it off really slow off of the backing, you are going to get more of these images stuck into your decal. This isn't a decal, this is a vinyl. Don't mind me, I need more coffee. Okay, application onto your nail plate. Here we go. Alright, the way that I do this is with my tweezers, I just put them straight down. Now, remember these are tacky, so you're going to have to pull a little bit to get the vinyl off of your tweezers. But then I just do a quick run through of placing this down onto my nail like this to get it as stuck, if you will, as I can, just real quick. I then go in with my finger and make sure it's all pushed down. And then the next thing that I do is grab a pair of beauty scissors. These are also from Hollow Glam Decals. They are so sharp and so good. I love them. But you're just going to cut off the very tip of the vinyl, so as close to your free edge as you can get it comfortably. And this is going to help with it adhering to the C curve of your nail. Even though I have coffin shaped nails currently, my C curve is still decently strong. And so I find that vinyls don't stick to the very free edge of my nail very well unless I cut the tip off. You can also go in and cut a little bit of the webbing like this right around the free edge as well to make sure that it all sticks as tightly to the nail as it possibly can, because as I was talking about earlier, if it is not completely adhered to your nail, you are going to get bleeding that is going to make you want to shoot yourself. Okay, I'm not actually going to paint this for you today because this is going to be coming up in a tutorial on Wednesday, I believe. Do you hear the Merry Christmas going on behind me? I swear he's going to be wishing people a Merry Christmas until he can get to Halloween and start saying Happy Halloween again. Anyway, this is going up on in a tutorial on Wednesday, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it if you do want to see. But I'm going to go over a quick rundown of how to paint and then how to take it off. So, how to paint. Grab a nail polish. Apply it over the vinyl. You can use it straight from the stick. You can use a dotting tool to apply. You can use a brush to apply it. You can use pretty much a sponge. You can use whatever you want to apply the polish on top of your vinyl, but just apply it decently quickly, because if it sets, when you take off your vinyl, you're going to take the polish with it. So you want to make sure that you move quickly when you are using vinyls and that you take off the vinyl very quickly. You don't want to let the polish set. I have seen a lot of people say, oh, just wait for it to dry. No, do not wait for your polish to dry. Take this sucker off as fast as you can after applying your polish for best results. Taking off the vinyl is quite simple. Again, take your favorite pair of tweezers. Take your tweezers, people. Grab it by the edge and then just rip it off. You don't have to do this part very quickly if you don't want to. I do it. I just rip it off like it's a damn Band-Aid, and it leaves behind a super cool image. Okay, tips and tricks. I'm going to take these vinyls off the wrong way to show you how you can combat a couple of issues that arise with vinyls. So, do you see how little image was left behind? It's because it's all in the vinyl still. So, simply flip over your sheet of vinyls and make sure you have a good grip on these. They're a pain to get off the paper if you don't. And you are simply going to put these straight down onto the paper and then pull. This is why I don't like these vinyls. And then simply pull them back off. These are so tacky, guys. Bless you. Pull them off. It will leave the image behind here. And then you have a clean-ish vinyl. Like I said, I don't like these vinyls. They are incredibly too tacky. But you have your clean vinyl that you can apply to your nail now. Now, like I said, I don't like these vinyls. They are incredibly tacky. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. They are incredibly tacky, but there are tricks to combat that. If you can get it to pull off a clean image, simply place it onto the back of your hand. When you place the vinyl on the back of your hand, the sticky part of the vinyl itself is going to be less tacky when you pull it off, simply because of the dead skin cells on your hand to be quite gross and disgusting. But you also have the oil that is naturally on your skin that will be left behind on the tacky side of the vinyl, leaving it a little less tacky and easier to work with on your nail. Another really good way to make sure that it is as stuck to your nail as you can possibly get it is to take a big old stamper. I'm using the Clear Jelly Stamper from Clear Jelly Stamper. This is their Big Blig Stamper. And this is one of my favorite stampers of all time, but I'm using this so that you can see what I'm doing. But I just place it on my nail and push down as hard as I can and wiggle it a little bit. And this will make sure, and it is so easy to make sure that all of it is adhered to your nail. You can do it harder if you want to. Make sure it's stuck on there on the sides. And now you're stuck. Alright guys, I think that is it for all things vinyl. We will get into more fun things that you can do with vinyls later on. I'm trying to get through all the basics to get these videos started. So if I forgot anything, please just leave your questions down below. Don't forget to leave any suggestions on more nails for newbies tutorials, if you will. And as always, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video.